is going on? I do apologise for this for people that have stuck around from the beginning, but I'm having some real problems with this game. Hopefully I can be in. Right, so as I was saying, welcome to RSF1, Division 1, and we are here at Baku for round number 10 of the season. Let me get the standings up, and we can continue from there. Yeah, positivity moving forward. Low numbers, yes. There's an 8-car grid, well, 9-car grid if you can count Sparks, because he didn't make it through Q1. And we're currently in Q2 at the moment, and as you can see, a few dry times have been set. It is now turned raining, and we've kind of got no shoals currently going around on the intermediate tyres. Hopefully he doesn't bin it, so we can have 8 in Q3, and we can start taking this a little bit more seriously. And again, I hope the race is going to be entertaining to make this as less painful as possible. Explanation for the low numbers? You tell me. Halloween, Baku, yeah, reasoning, but again, we move forward. And things will be sorted for next week, I am sure. So, yeah, we got Australia next week, so it should be a lot more better than this. But yeah, the other positive note is, well, that those that are racing, this is a big opportunity for them to gain massive points on those around them. So that's them as well. We've also got our 2 championship leaders, as No Schultz is currently bashing his Alpine around the car on the circuit at the moment in intermediates. Let me get the F1 standings up now. And of course, we didn't race, or F1 did not race in Silverstone a week ago, because we had the real life USA Grand Prix, which was a fun one, wasn't it? Last weekend. So the last race for them was Brazil. And this is another shame for the low numbers, because that race was really good. Great battle between Easton and Produce. Easton coming out the victor at the end of that race, but Produce still leads the championship going into this race. I'm just in it up now. Sure, I had a link here somewhere. Apparently not. Let's grab it, bear with me. This will be interesting for Q3 if these are the conditions for these guys. But yeah, Produce is leading the way. He's on 154 points. He has a 48-point lead over Easton, his nearest championship rival, and it's very slowly becoming a 2-horse race between these two. But there's still plenty of races and points up for grabs for the rest chasing. That includes Kid Cudi, who's currently 3rd on 71. And then you've got Dangerous Dan on 65, O'Hardy 63, Textualoid there, Daniel as well, 55 and 51 respectively. Milan is on 41, Heights is on 35, followed by Luki and Vettel on 20 points. Aldaf on 18, Rapid One Shot on 16, Draco on 15, Mega Centurion on 12, Caesar Wizard. I shouldn't mention Caesar Wizard actually, because he I believe has gone to F2. We'll see how he gets on tomorrow evening in that division. Mounts was on 6, and then followed by Element Snow, and we still have a spare seat in Alpine to be taken up. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, these guys that are racing tonight, Of course, you've got Produce and Eastern. They can battle it out between themselves. Obviously, Eastern needs to start clipping away at Produce's lead in the championship. But you also got the likes of Vettel, Mansell, and Adolf, who've had difficult seasons so far. Could they potentially grab themselves a podium or even better? The other positive note, this qualifying session is going to go rapidly because we're already about to head into Q3. Constructors quickly, we got McLaren leading on 197, Williams are second on 171. That's mainly due to Produce and Easton's championship fight in the drivers. Third is Aston Martin 118, followed by Alpine on 107, Alfa Romeo on 100, followed by Red Bull on 81, Haas on 66, Ferrari 34, AlphaTauri on 32, and Mercedes propping up the table on 10 points. Me being the opinionated person, would be hoping that Mercedes were on 10 points in real life, but we won't go there, even though I just did. But let me just get the stream up. We can have some comments, and we can actually go to the first part of qualifying where it is serious. And we have 7. Why do we have 7? Someone crashed. Did Easton crash? Apparently. Did I miss that? I missed quite a few things, obviously, with my technicalities trying to set this up. But, okay, we have 7. Things are going so well, and it's raining. Easton binned it. Thank you. Thank you, AWAT, in the chat. It's good to have that we have 18 viewers as well. And as I said, I will probably need the chat's help on this one. On this race, because this is going to be quite a lonely one. Dano, we had 9. We have a 9-car race ahead of us. So, yeah. Amazing. And as I said before, reason, Halloween, Baku, I guess. Your guess is as good as mine. But we got to pursue. We got to push forward. As I said, positivity. Hopefully there will be a race. And as I said, we can have some chats as well. We can have some discussions. They're out partying. Yeah, I wish I was out partying as well. But no, I'm stuck in the comms box. Having a look. But I'm always happy to commentate. Always happy to commentate indeed. There's our brand. It's a world record. We could have like could have nine to start at the race. Oh, Cuddy, knock at the wall as well. That's not going to help on your as you start the lap. Which I think actually Daniel in the Alfa Romeo is going to be the first one in intermediate, but looks more like heavy rain conditions at the moment. So pole is anybody's guess. Yeah, we could have a record low amount of finishes. I think the record in RSF1, I think, is about 4. We started with 9, so there's a very big chance that we could break that record tonight. But here comes Daniel in the wet conditions, very wet conditions around Baku. Almost get caught on the curb on the outside of turn 1 as well. Don't want to be riding that too much. Slow traction coming out of turn 2 then and heading down into turn 3. A lot of this first sector is a lot of 90-degree left and right handers, and again he touches the curb a little bit too much on turn 3. That's not what you want to do, but you can see how difficult this is. Oh, look at the traction. Of course, a lot of these people in the F1 division are running no assists. It's the way to be quick. Or at least they're... I don't know whether all of them run no assist, but most likely it's like no traction minimum, something like that, no OBS as well. There's a car off at turn 3, that's Vettel. Buddy's put on the full wets, which might be an interesting goal, because you can see how much Daniel is struggling here. Made it through castle section, which is the one part of the track which a few people are struggling. And Padoots is actually out. Championship leader has crashed it in the castle section. Off camera here. I'll see if we'll jump onto him in a little bit. See if we can ride off No Shoals, who is equally as struggling. I think he's got damage on his front wing. He says about coming up to Padoots now. Yeah, there he is. And that's the other thing. We need to mention for this week entirely, in every division, we're going to have ghosting on. And that is a prime example as why. Because otherwise, No Shoals would have had to slow right down. May not be realistic, but you don't want to get caught up in the castle section when someone has binned it, because in real life that would be a red flag, or safety car. And in this game, we all know the safety car doesn't always come out. So Daniel sets the fastest lap time at the moment, at 58.6. We'll see how well that stands up, because a lot of people now heading onto the full wets. Cuddy's already out on them. As you can see here, Adalpha's out on them as well. So Daniel might be looking pretty strong on that lap, based on the fact that he's the only one that's managed to survive a lap at the moment, because No Shells is in. Vettel's the only other one in intermediates. He's already invalidated, and, well, he's got no front wing. So let's see how Big Cuddy fares on his wet tyres. And you see Dano after Padoots. Padoots crashed in the castle section. Crashed in the middle part by the looks of it. I was just on board with No Shots. The Adolf is gone as well. Oh my god. There's five people setting times. Oh no. Where is Cocoms? I decided because of low numbers, it was meant to be tribal. Actually, was meant to be... first thing I must mention is, was meant to be AJ. He is unfortunately quite ill at the moment, so I've stepped in. Obviously, there'll be no stream at all. And I said to tribal, basically, there's going to be very low numbers. I didn't want two of us to be put through this, because it's going to be... This could get very, very quiet very quickly, especially conditions like this. Cuddy is gently going around. Here he comes up to the castle section. Please make it through here. I want people to set times. Yeah, sliding his way through. No hippo. He cannot spectate. I'll have 3 drivers for the end. Oh my god. Can you imagine that? Right, there's like a pile up at turn 1 or 2 on the first lap or something, and there's like 6 cars out, and we're watching 3 drivers go around. Be interesting. Cuddy, I need to see how what time Cuddy sets here on these wet tyres. He seems to be, apart from the big slide through Castle, gets through the left and right quite nicely. And Cuddy might actually, yeah, he's going to beat Daniel, despite the slide. Yeah, 56.7. So there you have it. So wets is the way to go. Daniel's got to be heading out on those wets. Muddy Biscuit, the chat was right. Yeah, a lot of people saying why wasn't Division 2 added. Muddy basically says it. It's normally for last rounds of the season, because even though low numbers, and yeah, that makes sense, you know, low numbers, let's boost the race, but at the same time there are still people that are challenging for the title. Like for example, you got Easton and Padoots, which are in a championship battle at the moment, and you don't really want, even though I do trust Div 2, Div 3, or let's open up to Div 4, why not? Of course, I trust all the drivers there, but the worst thing you want is they get caught up, cause a safety car, that then Cuddy's out as well. There's 4 people driving round. 3 people driving around. Vettel's binned it as well. Oh, Cuddy's really... Well, there's Cuddy. I'm not going to be able to see Vettel, but... Oh my god. Is Cuddy going to get pole, but he crashed? Yeah, Vettel binned at the exit turn 1. This bodes well. I hope it's dry for the race, because if it's wet, I swear... This is what it's going to be like. Sometimes you're going to laugh. Best way to get through it. Right, it's Mansell. Look at the car sliding. This is everyone else's worst nightmare, I think. It rains. This is what raining in Baku is like. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. So Cuddy's fastest 56.7 and Daniel is on the 58.6. Mansell heading up to technically the penultimate corner. This left-hander here. You'll take as much speed as you dare, and then through technically final few corners in the dry. These will be perfectly flat, easy. But you've got to be careful the last 2 corners, and you can see a massive slide as No Shoals sets provisional pole 54.0. There's 2 seconds between each driver. That's another thing as well. It's not going to be close. Although Mansell, nope. 55.5 goes second, so No Shoals is currently on pole. No Shoals is good. No Shoals is good in the wet. No worries, Chris. Totally understand. Yeah, totally understand if anybody here gets does get a little bit too quiet and doesn't want to watch the rest. Wouldn't blame you. And again, positivity. Minute 10 to go. Now, can Mansell improve on his lap? Because he did have a big slide a couple of times during his lap. This is another one as well. Got a big snap as he went through. He's a 10.5 up. Needs to find a bit more if he's going to challenge No Shoals. He's currently on pole by 1.5 seconds. Oh, it's Daniel. Daniel bunny hops over, and that's his qualifying done. Into the wall. Pretty sure he's 3 seconds up. He bunny hopped over the curb, hit the wall, and he's currently purple middle sector. I'm done. I'm done with this. Daniel actually on a pole lap, I think he is. There's No Shoals improving. Now he's a 10th down, so Daniel 3.8. Yeah, Daniel could do it. Oh, he's 2 tenths. He's 2 tenths slower than No Shoals, and he smacked it into the wall. Well, Mansell's 9 tenths up, so this is between... Did Daniel make the line? Yeah, Daniel did make the line, but he slowed up. So this is between No Shoals and Mansell. No Shoals doesn't improve, but makes the line, so we'll go again. It's a straight 1v1 fight at the moment between Mansell and No Shoals. And Mansell doesn't beat No Shoals, doesn't beat Daniel, but qualifies 3rd. So I think he'll be relatively happy considering. So this is between No Shoals and Daniel now. Daniel, well, it's 5 seconds out, so yeah, No Shoals is on pole. No Shoals at the moment. I think he already knows he's got pole, but he's just setting the tone here. Yeah, Alpine pole position. 4 people set laps. And Kid Cuddy, who crashed it, well, completely up after he binned it, as No Shoals did tap the wall. Did he get some damage? I'm pretty sure he did. Or at least he should have. Maybe he got away with it. I can't believe Daniel bunny hopped his way. I think that's his debris still there on the exit of that corner. He bunny hopped his way over. Yeah, No Shoals is basically showing what he can do right now because he doesn't need to do this. Daniel is... Well, Daniel's there and he's several seconds down, but No Shoals, he wants to get into 53s. He comes up to the run to the line. He's got nothing else to do rather than just put the foot to the floor. And he gets his 53s. Yep. 53.8. Well done, no shells. Few hits for himself through his pole position lap, but he gets it. He takes advantage. And he will have really good advantage going into turn 1 with Daniel alongside him on the front row. Mounts on 3rd, Cuddy in 4th, Pursuits, despite crashing, ends up 5th. Several places ahead of his early championship rival Easton, who of course never made it through. Adolf also crashed it, as did Vettel, but they start 6th and 7th. And of course we have Easton starting in 8th and Little Spark starting in 9th. And for the love of everything, I hope it's dry, because if it's wet, it's oh boy. If that qualifying is anything to go by. What he said in the chat also is a very good point. How aggressive are these guys going to be? Because effectively, if everyone finishes, and it's dry, thank goodness. If everyone finishes, they get points. So how aggressive do you be? But then again, this is a huge opportunity, as I said, for a podium, for a win. A lot of these people obviously take pride in how many wins and podiums they've got. Of course, dry. Also got 3 set of tyres. So yeah, there's the 9 of them. 2 Alpines, 1 Alfa Romeo, 1 Mercedes, 1 Aston, 1 McLaren. So do we have a representative from every team? No Haas drivers. Is that it? No Haas? Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Martin, Tauri? Yeah, no Alpha Tauris and no Haas drivers. Is the races here today. So, see, the question is what tyres you start on in this race. I haven't done many practice on this track at the moment. I've only done a few laps in TT just to get my head around it, but the talk I'm hearing is a one-stop. Avoid the hard tyres, like last week really with Silverstone. Of course, these guys didn't race Silverstone, of course. But like last week's races in Silverstone, is to avoid the hard tyres at all costs, unless there's a safety car. And the problem is with this track is safety cars are very, very common. In fact, I'd be amazed if any division, and that's no offence to any of you guys watching, if you can have a race with no safety car, I'd take my hat off to every single one of you. Because, well, of course, you've got so many corners here. I actually label this track more difficult than Monaco. Because Monaco, you kind of expect it to be, you're cautious. A little bit more cautious than normal, obviously, and constantly you have to be concentrating. Like almost every corner, you don't even have a second to breathe. Whereas with Baku, around here, it's faster. It's faster, it's technically more dangerous because it's faster. Maybe got loads of heavy braking zones. Turn 1, turn 3, turn 2 is very narrow, especially on the first lap as well. Yeah, that's what I kind of label. It may seem silly to some people watching here, and probably they'll put up their opinion in a bit, but I do label this more dangerous than Monaco. For that very reason, because it's faster. Monaco, you expect it to be, you practice so much. Baku, a lot of people fear Baku, but probably not as much. Alright, so here we go for the quickest formation lap known to man, probably. Or the quickest formation lap, hopefully, this season in the entirety of RSF1, as Vettel and Easton going side by side on a formation lap is fun to see. So, Little Sparks X in the Alpine, with driving with no helmet, interestingly, is starting in 9th place. Of course, so this is the reason why. that's the reason why you don't run side by side, you two. Easton and Vettel. Anyway. Little Sparks in 9th in the Alpine, with Vettel, RSF1 Vettel in Ferrari in 8th. Easton in 7th in the Williams, followed by Adolf in the Red Bull in 6th. Predouts in the McLaren in 5th. Kid Cudi in the Aston Martin in 4th. 3rd is RSF1 Mansell, the only driver on the softs, everyone else on the mediums. Interesting call by Mansell in the lone Mercedes here. The Alfa Romeo RSF1 Daniel in 2nd. And no Scholes, the person that almost, well, he did dominate in the wet in qualifying, is now bone dry. Can he keep that pace up? He starts on the pole. Safety cars are guaranteed in Div 5, mate. No point in betting on it. I guarantee there'll be a safety car in every division. Probably 2 or 3. Then again, are we going to have a more cautious race because there's 9 of us? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But an interesting call by Mansell to start on the softs. As I was hearing earlier in practice, is can do 1 stop if you're good on your tyres, 2 stop kind of pushing it a little bit. It's a slow pit lane as well, so if you can get away with the 1 stop, it's great. But also, yeah, it's the other way around. It's like if you can qualify on mediums, great. Softs though will get you that extra bite in the first sector. But if you qualify in softs, like what Mansell does here, Mansell has to get the lead as soon as possible. It'll be very difficult to do so. It is a very, very short run down to turn 1. It's probably the shortest run to turn 1 in the entire season. Actually think it might be the shortest run to turn 1. I'm trying to think of another track which has a shorter run. But here we go for this race. 4-5 red lights. We're not going to even get the sound, and it's go, go, go in the F1 division. Mansell does get a good start, but Daniel gets an even better start. He's going to be leading into turn 1, side by side with no Scholes. Side by side between Cudi and Preduz. And Preduz has got by Kid Cudi, who's looking at Mansell as well into turn 2. We've all safely, thank goodness, there's 9 of them. I'd be almost sad if we had a big crash with 9 of us here, but yeah, Preduz has made his way by Kid Cudi. Easton's up to 6th, past Adolf. I think that was it. Oh, he got past Vettel. Lil Sparks up past Adolf and Vettel. Adolf dropped 2 places, and Vettel dropped the 1. Good clean start. Stuff to here as Preduz nearly hits the back of Mansell on the first lap. Can we all make it through Castle in the first time? No, we can't! Oh! Preduz is around. And he's caused a spark. Oh, and pretty sure he reset the track as well. And I don't think you're allowed to do that. Drama for championship leader. Big opportunity for Easton and everybody else to catch up on him. So a long way of this race to go. It's a 26 lap race, but drama already. And I cursed the McLaren. I do apologise. Well, Easton already with the frontline speed. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the full frontline speed thing now. A couple of others have, but Easton, look at the slipstream that he's got on Kid Cudi, and he's already making the moves. He's sensing the opportunity now with Preduz in a little bit of trouble as Cudi makes his way by Easton makes his way by Kid Cudi as Lil Sparks fends off Adolf. We've got Mansell's looking at the back of Daniel. It does also reset in the castle sometimes. I didn't know that, Hush. So thank you for correcting me there. I wasn't even attempting, Ben. I'm not doing it. It's not my thing. I know it's your thing. I know it's Tomo's thing. I know it's Raikkonen's. It's not my thing. Hence why I also didn't do the now thing that Raikkonen. I keep it to him. Oh, Mansell! Mansell's out! Oh, Easton's hit him as well! Carnage and Castle. Little Sparks is also hit is the virtual safety car. Oh boy. And 5-second penalties all round as well. Oh boy. So that's Mansell with no front wing. That's Easton with no front wing. So all of a sudden, and it's a safety car. Well, that's and I think Adolf. Yeah, Adolf has also binned it. Well, this is a good start, isn't it? Thankfully, they're all still running. Also, thankfully. And following people on board during the car, so that's 2 laps in a row they have crashed. Yeah, all of a sudden, Produce is back in the advantage against Easton. If we're looking at these two, although he's pitting as well, maybe he got damage as well. But yeah, 4th downwards all in the pits. As I was mentioning though, thankfully for them, the safety car was called, because if it wasn't called, they'll be way back, and Produce back onto another set of mediums. Little Sparks onto softs. The front 3 remain unscathed. Daniel's getting very, very close to the back of No Shells. Yeah, thankfully they all survived. We can reset. Yeah, if the safety car wasn't called, again it would have left those two playing catch-up and would have been spread out as well. So, in some ways, it's a good thing that the safety car was out. But I'm amazed none of them retired. I know there's the Sparkler show through Castle. I don't know if we can get another look at that as we go through Little Sparks. Yeah, you can see there it is. Lovely stuff. I think Produce caused that as well. If it'll show it on board. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Pretty sure I had that in USA in a stream once as well. It is a visual thing, of course. And we're going to have one more lap under the safety car. So already going to be starting lap 4. Thankfully, we've still got 9 of us still running. Then I did mention this. Clearly weren't listening to me. I did mention there was a sparkler in there. I even showed it out. Right, so those that pitted onto mediums, I don't think they can get to the end from here. I don't think the mediums is that good. Adolf is back in the pits. More damage? I guess so. Or no mediums. Okay, changing the strategy. Fair enough. Yeah, I'd probably say the best thing to do is to go on mediums at the moment. But Little Sparks is the only one who is onto soft. So obviously he wants to make a few positions off this restart, which we will be restarting in the end of this lap. Jesus Christ. I just taken my headset off and it's absolutely chucking it down outside where I'm at. Oy, oy, oy. The rain is flying down. That is really quite noisy actually. I'm surprised it's not picking up on the mic, but here they go past Castle once again under the safety car, past the Sparkler show. Let's see how No Shells can do this restart. It's gonna be a difficult restart to do. This is probably one of the most difficult tracks to do a good restart under a safety car, because the last corner is about here. Go slow. Other than that, you're doing a Valtteri Bottas kind of style restart. Yeah, safety car in this lap. What's happened to Vettel? The crash or something? If I say no Vettel, or Vettel no. Anyway, back onto the restart. Yeah, No Shells is going to have to do a Valtteri Bottas style restart, I think, because he's not allowed the safety car to go well ahead. Going to have to catch Daniel off guard. Is Daniel going to... Daniel's having absolutely none of it. Staying almost overtaking him. Look how close he is. And No Shells, yeah, away we go. Did do a Valtteri Bottas style restart. We're all bunched together into turn 1. People still waving their tyres. Vettel going for the inside of Adolf into turn 1. Having a little scrap back here for 8th place. Thankfully, we're back racing once again. Lap 5 of this race. No Shells still leading. That's Adolf and Vettel still going. Oh, Vettel's got by, and there's damage in front, I think. Someone's hit the wall. I think it might be Easton. Producer's climbing all over the back of him. It was definitely something. I heard a little... Sounded like a car hitting a wall. Don't see any visible damage on people. Producer's alright. Here we go through Castle once again. Can we all get through here nicely? Yep. All good. Oh, no, we're not. Wait, what? Safety car. Oh, safety car. Yeah. Okay. We're doing this, are we? Of everything to go wrong. Everything to go wrong tonight. Technicalities of a Twitch. Low numbers. And a safety car for no apparent reason. Apart from maybe debris. I guess. Lovely stuff. Also like the fact that No Shells is also going for the no driver helmet look. Is anybody going to pit? Oh, Daniel doesn't. Gonna feint it actually. Yeah, Vettel's the only one that's going to, by the looks of it. Debris not being cleared. Yeah, I'm sure there was more debris as well, because I'm pretty sure I saw heard a car hit a wall on the turn 3 on the first lap. Hard tyres over Vettel, which I think could go to the end. So this could be an interesting call if we keep going the safety car thing. Because then all of a sudden, when we run out of safety cars, he'll be in the money because he doesn't need to pit. So hopefully if Vettel catches up quickly enough, we can go racing at the end of this lap. Might be debris actually. Debris could be a very good reason. We're lap 6. Already 9 o'clock because we're on lap 6 of this race. Oh hush, don't say that. I don't need a safety car glitch as well. We don't need that. Please. Might be a thing we need to consider looking at if that's going to affect the other divisions this week. Hards almost... yeah, I agree, Muddy. The hards are very difficult. You mean for a show in Division 5. I'm pretty sure I changed it. It should be showing Division 1, I'm pretty sure. Ah, apologies if that is. We're getting another lap under the safety car by the looks of it. Vettel was within distance, maybe has to be a minimum 2 laps, I guess. How many for Harsh it's showing Division 1? I don't know anymore. Really am confused. Season 5 Div 1, yeah. That's what I thought I put. Anyway, let's start a discussion up in the chat, seeing there's 22 viewers at the moment. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we get some racing soon, rather than safety car thing. How are you guys looking forward to... Obviously, if you haven't raced yet, most of you obviously haven't. Yeah, how are you looking forward to this week? Are you terrified? Are you kind of excited? Nervous? Anything? What you expecting? What you aiming for? I mean, if you want to start off with myself, I'm partially confident, but I know how this track can bite you when you least expect. Normally been quite good around here, but it's never been kind to me in the last couple of seasons, so I'm just hoping for some solid points in my race in on Wednesday. Last time I was in Baku, I won. Oh, nice, Horizon. So maybe you can go for the win when you race as well. I think I won here in Season 1. Yeah, I agree, Muddy, as well. There's if you stay out of trouble, a lot of these races are going to end up basically if you don't destroy your front wing at any point in the race, you're probably going to get points. Where it's going to be, it's kind of like Monaco in a way as well. And I'll go for win number 4. Well, that would be a good achievement, Dano, if you can do that. Right, so last time Daniel was very, very close to No Shoals onto the safety car restart. So No Shoals is going to be very much aware of that. He's allowing the safety car to get in a little bit further, so technically can go now, but Daniel's pretty much doing the same thing. We go once again. It was clean the first time. And when are you going to go? There we go. Oh, and Kid Cudi's almost alongside. We've got the Alpine of Little Sparks as well, looking at it. Into turn 1, Adolf and Vettel again. Got a little squabble as Easton got a good run on Little Sparks, but Little Sparks on the softs. Oh, Easton hits the back of Little Sparks, under braking. Oh, nearly losing it. And Produce is surely going to capitalise here. Championship leaders, contenders, going side by side with Mansell, looking at the pair of them. Into turn 3. Oh, Produce on the brakes. Slides, and here comes Mansell, trying to go on the outside for turn 4. Produce really struggling on the traction, cold tyres probably. And Mansell is not what Produce needs. Produce wants to battle with his title rival, and they're squeezing each other, locking tyres. And Produce, I think, is going to have to yield here. Well, no, he's still stuck on the inside as they go up to the castle section. And just hauls off Mansell. Through castle once again. I wonder if that sparking thing... Oh, yeah, safety car again. We've got the bug. No. Oh, I hope this runs out of safety cars. Vettel's happy with this though. The more safety cars there is, the more his strategy comes into the money, because he don't have to pit, and I'm pretty sure the others will have to. Is it 5? We're not restarting lobby here, though. No. I'm sure there is a limit, Hush. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same as before. Little Sparks and Cuddy Pit, I think they both realise as well. Can someone actually, here's an idea. Can someone in the chat Google how many safety cars, or find out from somewhere how many safety car limit there is? I know in the last game, yeah, what Muddy's saying there, it's 5 safety cars for 50%, or was it 4 or something? We've already used that. This is the 3rd one. I do hope there's a limit, because, and I'm pretty sure there must be. I don't think they'd have it in Codemasters, but you don't think you'd have it coded in that there's unlimited amount of safety cars. Yeah. Maybe it's that sparking show that's causing it. I don't know. Maybe it thinks there's constant damage there. It's just weird. Might be something we're going to have to look into for the rest of the week, though. Because I'm pretty sure safety car chances on reduced anyway. Obviously, if we had this over and over, it's going to be very, very annoying for anyone else involved. Putting it out there, of course. Are we going to have it in this lap? No. This is the way it works, isn't it? It's like, safety car's called, oh no, we're going to go 2 laps of slow, like this, and then it goes in, and then it gets called out again. We're going to do 2 more laps. Ay, ay, ay. According to Hush, has a return. Yeah. Oh, Daniel trying to feint everybody else to pit again. I don't think that strategy works, Daniel. That's weird if it has returned. If the safety car glitch has returned, that is weird because... yeah, that's a weird thing, because how can a glitch return? That makes sense, because like they patched it, because we haven't had a patch in a long time. Well, a fair few weeks since Imola. We haven't had any problems with safety cars, so since then, that was a couple of weeks ago. So we've gone through. Actually, no, Silverstone, there weren't many actually, there weren't any safety cars, would there? Yeah, I'm with Horizon. Oh no! Easton! We're busy rambling along Easton. And then you damage your car, haven't you? And you've fallen behind Produce. I mean... it's difficult. Why is there a safety car? There's no one out. You tell me, Zalbrad. You tell me. Why is it coded into the game that there's the safety car coming out every now and again? You tell me. Again, maybe it's the spark thing there. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Easton there. He did a Russell. I mean, thank goodness he's still in the race. I'm pretty sure he must have damage from that. Yeah, he's going to be behind Produce on this restart. And Daniel, once again, is going to have to be playing mind games with no shells. There's damage. I've just seen a front wing. Producer's just hit the back of that half. These guys, honestly. Losing it. So Produce now has damage. Which, there's a safety car bug. If we get another one after like another lap of racing, or half a lap, it's like half a lap of racing and then we're back on again. And then he can pit and then be fine. 5-second penalty for Daniel and Produce as well. Oh, Scholes has gone already. And Produce, despite the damage, he's going to have to try and overtake Daniel here. So back racing once again for half a lap probably. So No Shot's going to keep the lead. Produce surely cannot hold this. No, he's got tons of understeer. So Easton, this is a chance for Easton. He's flying up on the inside for turn 2. Needs to take the opportunity now. Hits the back of Daniel. Gets by Produce. He realised he had to get ahead. They can just wait for the next safety car. No, they want to gain positions as they can now. Produce again looking. No Shoals is going to get the gap once again, and it's all going to come crashing back down. Yes, we get to about Castle and then it gets called again. So yeah, Produce can at least pivot the... Oh, Mansell's gone. Not gone, but he spun. Oh, Mansell. Just survive, Mansell. That's all you got to do. Through Castle once again, and we want to get through it. I mean, Produce was very, very slow, and the safety car gets called again. It's almost as if this game is really, like, pushing everyone's patience. We get halfway through this race and then it gets stopped. It is really difficult to remain positive when all this is going on. But I'm testing my patience right now. So Daniel, Easton and Produce in. So if Vettel's third now, and he most definitely doesn't need to pit. So as long as he stays damage free. Yeah. Yeah, Fish, actually, that's a good positive thing. There's a few numbers. If there was no safety cars, they'd spread out. So Daniel, Easton, Produce, Mansell all pits for hards, and Cuddy goes for the mediums. I think at this point might actually last if you get a couple more safety cars come out. Can someone please find out how many safety cars is the limit on this game? Because all I'm saying is if we get to 6, we're in trouble. Big trouble. I think this is number 4. So I'm thinking this is either the last one or there's one more. If we get a 6th with no reason at all, we're in big trouble. We're basically stuck like this. But hopefully they'd have it the same as last game. It's like if this glitch comes out, you basically got to wait until they use up all the safety cars that you can have, and then that's it, and then we're fine. Only there will be no more safety cars called if there's a big crash or anything else like that, which is annoying. But also, are we going to be in this lap, or is there going to be another one? It'll be 2, isn't it? Yep. Ay. You know what actually springs to mind with this race? The Greekhush is very, very lucky actually, Produce. Got damage under that safety car and managed to get that 5-second penalty cut off. That's probably the reason Daniel pitted as well. Again, anyone that survives will get points. That's all you gotta do at this point. Yeah, Zarbrad, it is coming out for no reason at all, it seems. Oh, Daniel and Easton pit. Mediums, maybe? Apparently on Sun Driver's screens, No Charles has only 3 wheels. He's fine on mine. The only thing I've got on No Charles at the moment is the fact he's got no driver helmet. Ay. Yep. Those that haven't pitted, we're looking at No Shells and Adolf. When we do go racing, I think they're in big trouble because they haven't pitted. They haven't obviously taken off advantage of this little thing that we have. So effectively we have this guy, Vettel, in a net lead at the moment. Restart lobby to 25%. I'm for that, Zalbrad, if we get to say lap 20 and it's still a thing, because the hope is that we will run out of safety cars and then eventually we can go. According to Dano, it's 5. And if we get one more, say, okay, let's say like, go racing at this lap, and then by the time we get to castle, because that seems to be the trigger, time we get to castle, it's called again. If that's the last one, I think, well, it's not fine, but at least we can then get some racing from there. But if it gets called again after that, I'd say we're in big trouble. I'm trying to find a solution from all this. We get half a lap of racing, and we're back again. We might produce some Mansell swapping positions because they're getting all so close again. So this time, oh yeah, produce some Mansell actually collided with each other. I mean, again, I'm surprised we still got 9 Hippo. I'm very surprised about all this. Right, Vettel trying to catch out Ada. Wow, no, Charles, it's a complete... Oh my god, Vettel's absolutely been swarmed. 3 wide. See, the thing is, when we get half a lap of racing, it's good. And then it stops. Vettel was being passed by Little Sparks round the outside of turn 1. He's on the hards, remember. He's going to be off. Oh, Vettel tags. Oh no, honestly. Vettel tagged Little Sparks. Slowed up everyone else. Oh boy. Gonna go 3 wide again. Gonna be a good camera angle. Vettel trying to go on the outside of turn 3. There's 3 wide behind between Badutz, Easton and Mansell. No Shells and Adolf are gone for about another 5 more corners before the inevitable safety car to get. This is what it is. Everyone wants to gain positions in the time that we've got before we get safety car again. Right, so this is what happened. We get the castle again. And Cuddy, trying to pass Vettel. Thinks better of it because we want to survive here. When we get through castle once again, Vettel nearly hit the wall. I think Badutz behind here, then with safety car once again. Yay. Oh, bad. Please don't say that. Zabad, are you saying that the safety car came out 15 times? No, don't say that. Oh boy. Muddy's still in the chat. Because I fancy an idea at the moment. Although the only problem is as I said, you got guys pitting now as well. If you say safety car in this order, it'd be a very difficult thing to do. But oh boy! Plus they're all concentrating as well. I think a few people are saying the limit is 5. Although Zalbrad saying the safety car came out 15 times is very interesting. believe it is 5. So this should be the last one. Basically. We hope it's 5. Yeah, because if it's... I'd say if it comes out again, we're stuck. Because that will be safety car number 6. Vettel, what are you trying to do? Trying to pass? Ethan, I don't know. Yeah, if it comes out again... So Adele did pass a little... Oh, No Shell's pitted. No Shell's pitted, sorry. I was trying to think of a solution as all that happened. But yeah, No Shell pitted for hard tyres. We're going to have one more lap. Hopefully that's it. Right, Muddy, and you're in the chat, you're an admin. Can we have... Can't do 25%. We're going to be stuck, basically. If this gets called out again, we're stuck. We'll be stuck in a constant safety car loop to the end of the race. Just get called out again. Last place wins, but you don't tell them. Yeah, it's a good idea. So I don't know what Vettel is doing right now. Muddy Biscuit, if you're in the chat, if this safety car gets called out again, like... What I mean is, so like the end of this will be racing. If it gets called again, I'd say we need to make a decision on something. Because I agree, Dr. Chocolate Bean in the chat, we've done 16 laps, but how many of those have been racing? Like 2 in total? Because we get about half a lap of racing and then we're back on the safety car again. Little Sparks got pass meantime on the safety car as well, which is... I don't know whether he made a mistake. Oh, he's lagging. That's why. Great. Oh, and Vettel and Mansell's hit each other as well. It's that whole debate of the real life Belgian Grand Prix as well, whether points should have been handed out in that one. Even the stewards said it's not going to happen again. So, do you really bring out points for this? When you've had, if you add all the half a lap races that we've had combined, we've had like 3 laps, I think. Like racing. Yeah, this is disgusting, then, Rob. I'm again all for positivity. If we get racing after this lap. If this lap it doesn't get called, we're fine. If it gets to castle and gets called again, we're stuck. Basically. That's his bedtime, is it? It's only 9:30. Normal circumstances we'd still be racing for another half hour. We're bunching up again. Why are we bunching up again? Oh boy, here we go, here we go. Adele gets gone, and No Shells is going to edge by Daniel. We're back on the racing lap 17. I don't know how we made it to 17, to be honest. And yeah, everyone's going, oh, Easton flying up this. Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo round. There's Daniel. It's all kicked off. Hopefully Daniel gets going. He does. Right, so Adolf in the lead. Redutes, corner cutting, gaining 1 place. I don't know how he's got that, but he's ahead of Mansell now. Got Easton, and Easton trying to get by Little Sparks. Easton's on the softs. Managed to get by Little Sparks. So here we go then. We get the castle. Get by castle. And we're fine. Are we ready? I'm nervous. I'm so nervous for this. By Castle. We're now for Romeo right behind. We've all got to go through Castle. Just need Daniel to get by. If you can just get by this. Please. Masking nicely. I think we're fine. Woo! We can race for 9 laps. Right then. Oh my god. Honestly, right. To focus a bit. So, 5-second penalty for Mansell and Paduz. It's still on the soft tyres. We're all still in the train apart from Daniel at the moment. 8 seconds back after that spin. So, lap 18 now. Yeah, for 13 lap mediums is going to be a question mark. So at the moment I'd say Cuddy's in the best position here. Unless Paduz on softs can pass and overtake in this time. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think Dano was right. The limit is 5. We've had 5 safety cars. We can go once again. Vettel's in a great position right now. Not making any moves just yet, but he's behind 2 people that got 5-second penalties. I think Paduz and Mansell are in big trouble because I don't think they can get 5 seconds. Maybe Paduz can if he can overtake these guys, but he's got 6 laps to do so. 8 laps, sorry. Easton looking all over the back of Vettel as Mansell goes through. Always, oh no, Charles nearly lost it. Through Castle, he was sideways. Paduz climbing all over the back of him. Meanwhile, Easton has got by Vettel. Oh no, squeeze, no! Easton in the wall, Easton with damage. And he's going to have to pit. Paduz also being passed by Mansell. That's not what Paduz wants. Oh, and Adolf is out. That might cause an actual safety car. I actually no. Actually, no, it won't. Adolf is out. This is bad for Easton. Very, very bad for Easton. He's got damage. Paduz is battling with Mansell. Cuddy's now in the lead. Yeah, Easton's in the pits. And Easton's basically just got to survive for another 5 laps. As Paduz now has DRS, ERS all over Mansell. Going to go the outside of turn 3. Mansell is going to try and hold him off. Not giving him any room on the exit, but Paduz still has a little bit of room to make the move stick into turn 4. So bad, I'm glad they didn't have 15 safety cars as well. Right, so Cuddy in the lead. I think everyone is now safe on tyres. Adolf was the only one that was a bit risky. But he's out of it. Cuddy in the lead. No Shell second. Paduz third. Mansell fourth. Vettel's on for a podium. Because, again, that 5-second penalty that these guys have got ahead of him. As long as Vettel can keep it on the road, he can pick up his first podium of the season and the first podium in a long time. No pressure. But also, if these two start kicking off, Vettel will all of a sudden be on for a race win. They're right there through the fast left and right. Vettel's actually all over the back of Mansell. Actually passed him on track. Cuddy trying to defend this. Weaving a little bit. He can't weave anymore. He's weaved twice, but it's gonna be absolutely no help whatsoever because No Shoals has flown past him into the lead, and he's on hard tyres as well. It's a shame this race has been confusing. At least it's been entertaining somewhat. It's been entertaining because they've kept close to one another because of 5 safety cars. No Shoals on the hard tyres, now leading this race. The only thing is, I don't think he can put away because he's on hards. As long as Cuddy sticks to him as Vettel very close to the wall. I think really this depends how much Vettel wants. wants this achievement here because he's got third. As long as he keeps out of the wall, he's got third place. As yellow for no Scholes! No! No Scholes! No Scholes hit Castle! No Scholes is out! Vettel has damage as well. This is mad. No Scholes had a chance to win this race. Cuddy's all slowed up. They've all got damage. What is going on? It's all kicking off. Cuddy's got massive damage. He's dropping back. Oh my goodness. What? I don't know anymore. I really don't know. So Scholes is out. Pretty sure Vettel definitely has damage. Let's produce. That he most definitely has. All of a sudden, Little Sparks, who is several seconds behind, could be in the money here as well. You've got to stay out now. As Mansell gets a lot of slipstream. Vettel trying to squeeze him. Trying to hold on to this second at the moment. Mansell up in the inside. I think second place. Does produce her damage? I'm pretty sure he does. I think they all do. I really don't know at this point. Slipstream first. Mansell trying to go any outside of produce. They both have 5 second time. Oh, squeeze into the wall as well. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure Mansell is damaged now. I don't think he does. Well, produce. That is an interesting line. All over Vettel. Vettel's going to get him on track. One thing I've just realised as well. I'm going to have to interview whoever the top 3 ends up being. What can you say? Definitely esports line from Badoots. Meanwhile, Daniel, all over the back of Little Sparks. Little Sparks actually could get a podium out of it. No, he's letting Daniel through. Why did he let Daniel through? Oh, is he getting it for DRS? It's quite clever. Or does he have damage and he's being cautious, possibly? There's a lap to me. Oh, no, Daniel! Oh, no. Oh, Daniel. We're down to 6. Oh, my God. That's the best tactic from Little Sparks I think I've ever seen. He knew that was... Yeah. He probably knew Daniel was going to lose it. Right. Let's calm down for this. Let's see who's in line to potentially win this race. Let's start off with that first. So Mansell, I don't think has damage because seems to have quite a bit of pace here. I don't think he has damage. Vettel does, and is dropping back away from Mansell. Mansell has a 5 second time penalty, so I think Mansell, as long as he gets 5 seconds, can get this win. And almost quite comfortably as well. Vettel, as long as he stays out of track, he's got a podium. He's got second on Produce at the moment. Produce, I think, is just trying to get more points than Easton, and at the moment that's working. He's going to lose out to Little Sparks. Little Sparks is going to go for a podium. And you've got Easton on a 5-stop strategy, by the way. Easton is currently could actually overtake Produce. So Produce is still trying to push. Yeah, Produce has to still push as much as he can because he's close to Easton on the gap that he has. Meanwhile, Mansell's got this. All Mansell's got to do is really just finish the race, I think, because he's easily got pace on Vettel because of Vettel's damage. We're going to have a little bit of a battle here. Or is it going to be a battle here? Because look at the damage that Produce has on the understeer. Little Sparks trying to make the move. He's just got to be patient here. And the podium is his. Well, the podium is his anyway. Produce's podium slipping out of his grasp. Trying to squeeze Little Sparks trying to fight it. Surely Little Sparks trying to go on the outside. Produce making it very, very difficult. Surely Sparks has got this. Yes, he has. No, Produce is on the soft tyres. Yeah, Easton has Produce, but I think Easton might want to overtake Produce on track. Produce really just got to keep his head, because if he doesn't finish, he doesn't get points. I think that's the thing, anyway. He's going to kind of keep his head. So does Easton. He must realise that Produce is heavily damaged, and this is a chance for Easton. He's going to use the RS up the hill. Not close enough. Oh, that was so close to disaster. I think Produce was going to let him through, but that was not the easiest place. Easton could get a podium. He can. Little Sparks is there, and Vettel's really dropping off. Vettel's no front wing. No. Well, that's going to put Easton back on the podium, because Vettel's got no front wing at all. He's going to pit. He's not going to pit. Vettel's not pitting, and he's got no front wing. I'm going to guess why not. I think he's going to get past left, right and centre. But, oh, what a shame for Vettel. This is Mansell's win to lose now. Well, Little Sparks, though, it's got Easton all over the back of him. And they'll be both onto the back of Vettel very, very soon. He's got no downforce at all, as Easton already capitalising. Big touch on Little Sparks on the way through, but he opportunistic inside of turn 4, and now, well, this is, it's like taking candy from a baby, I think. Not saying that Vettel is a baby, I'm just trying to say how easy this is going to be, because look, Vettel's going to have no turning out. I'm amazed he's actually still out there, to be honest. Easton's just got to go. There you go. Lovely little switchback. Sparks is going to get him as well. And yep. So go for Cuddy's out. Cuddy is out. There's 5. What happened to Cuddy? Oh, Produce has got no front wing either. Oh, and Produce! How's Produce surviving? Ah, because it's a soft barrier. That's. Oh my god. I don't know. We have 5 people left. And we have 2 laps to go. I think, Dano, is because Produce hit one of the soft Teco barriers rather than the concrete ones. If that was a concrete barrier, he'd be out. Mansell! No! Mansell's lost it. You had a 15-second lead. I don't believe it. I don't. There's 4 people. The Vettel's on the podium. Vettel's now going to be back. I'm not going to say anything, actually. There's still 2 laps to go. I don't know. I'm done. Oh man, so you had a 15-second. You could have cruised. You could have. Easton locked up going into Castle Section of 4. He was going as well. Oh man, so why? I just. A little Sparks a second. Vettel. Produce is going to. Produce, having probably one of the worst races he's had this season, might end up 4th. He's going to end up 4th. He's now into 4th. He's a minute behind the leader. I have no words. I have 0 as Produce crashed. Produce has crashed it as well. Does Produce realise he has to finish for 4th place? I believe that's the rule. I think it is. Anyway, on the last lap. If anybody is new to RSF1, I'm going to say categorically it's not like this every week. The numbers are a lot more healthier, the racing is a lot more better. I mean, the safety cars hasn't helped at all. And the finishes are more than this as well. So, we'll be live here tomorrow, F2, 8 o'clock. F1 Racer and Tomo with hopefully a healthy grid. Also, the chat is going on about... Oh wow, that is the most cautious first gear, Easton. Wow. Goodness me. Oh, if they're still classified. Oh, so apparently, according to Muddy, if you're still classified, you have like +1 or +2. You still get points, which Mansell might get 5th. But Easton, all he has to do is go through the left and the right of the final 2 corners, and he is going to win the most strangest race I think I've ever commentated on. Most certainly in RSF1, we've had 4 finishes, 5 safety cars because of a glitch. But he takes the victory. It's 15 for F2 so far to mark. Well, that's 6 more than tonight, so I'll take it, Maddie. Little Spark second. Did he crash over the line? I think he must have. And Vettel is going to be on the rostrum. Unless he bends it in the pit lane, which... Oh, there you go. 3rd place for Vettel. And I think, all things considered, I think Produce, considering I think he's lucky to get any points. I think 4th place for Produce. I think he will take it. I don't have words for that race. Was that a race? Is the real question. Was that an actual race? Oh my word. Be better next week. It's Australia next week for these guys. So hopefully a lot more than turn up, and if it wasn't a race, Dano, what would we call it? That wasn't a race. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How is... I don't know where to start with that. With this evening, to be honest. I mean, the first thing I would actually take away is, considering there was 9 drivers, I thought this was going to be a very quiet one. At least it was entertaining. Entertaining, using the word entertaining. There's people's definition of entertaining, I think. Oh boy, actually qualifying as well, Easton. He's ended up winning the race on a 5-stop strategy and the fastest lap of a 39.9, which is leagues ahead of everyone else. But this interview is going to be fun. And we'll know where to start. Oh well. Yeah, that's the first takeaway I actually would say from this event. I wouldn't call it a race, it's an event. It wasn't as bad as I thought. But not in a good way. I guess. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Are we going to be stuck on this stream on this screen as well? Oh no, we're not. Thank you, Poopadoots, for starting that. Right, where do I start with you guys after that? Can you include your audio, please? Where do we start? Shall we... We will start with Vettel.
Aye.
podium, which I think is your first podium in ages. Definitely this season.
Yes.
First one in ages, I think. I mean, I'll let you talk because I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
That was a hectic race.
I don't know where to begin.
Yeah. Yeah. It was basically safety car.
You got a podium. You got to be happy.
Yes, I am. Podium is a podium, but it started off with safety car, no safety car, safety car, no safety car, safety car, no safety car. That was horrendous. And then I don't know what happened with the others, but well, just carnage basically. I could have aimed for the win, but I got some stupid wing damage. When me pre-out Kid Cudi had that Rangadang, the fast left-handers, and yeah, then I got some wing damage. I could have won the race, but I had to pitch for new wings, so I'll take the podium. It's fine, but I don't know what happened in the race. Like, can you even call it a race?
That's what I'm trying to think of a word.
Event.
What to call
Should
that?
we call it an event?
Yeah, a gathering, a social gathering, I guess. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult to get through. It was better than what I thought it would be, with 9. So
yeah,
we could say that this was entertaining, but I think actually the first thing is I guess once we realised, oh, we're going to have safety car after safety car, it's like every half lap that we had of racing, it was good because everybody was like desperate to gain positions. Was that the kind of thought that you had?
Well, at the start I tried to go for moves, but then as soon as the second safety car came out, I just kept it chilled until the castle section because I knew there's going to be a new safety car, and there was no point fighting. And then in the end I tried to stay out with my red front wing. Didn't work quite as planned, but
yeah, I don't know why you didn't pit, but in some ways actually the fact you stayed out.
It was my only chance to keep a podium, so I had to try it. But yeah.
Right, so moving forward, Australia next.
Not done this track.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed, obviously better numbers and so on, and no safety car glitch, please. But also it's going to be a weird one, isn't it? Because normally Australia is the opening round of the season. And of course, next season when we do the full calendar, it's going to be right at the end. So it's going to be a weird way going there. What's your thought? I mean, obviously you said you haven't raced there yet, so I guess no expectation at all.
Nope. I literally can't tell you if I'm going to crash, I'm going to crash. If I'm going to finish high up, and that's it.
Who knows? You're going to win. You can win next season, next race.
If you get the same,
you nearly did. You nearly did this week.
If you get the same turnout in terms of people, then yes. Otherwise, no chance. And if F1 is watching this, get your ass in this lobby so we get more than 10 people. Thank you.
I'm sure it'll be sorted. I'm sure admins will be hard at work. I'm just saying. Things will be done.
Mate, only 4 people finished, that's all I'm saying. Only 4 people finished. So yeah, no expectations for Australia whatsoever.
This is the F1 division, everyone. This is the pinnacle of RSF1. Just saying. 4 finishes. Not your fault. Not your fault. Anyway, well done on your first podium in like...
Last season Brazil.
Last season Brazil?
Yep.
Or was that a low turnout again?
Yep. When
5
people finished.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, it means... it's a good thing, because it means you keep your head.
Oh yeah.
Partially. Driving around with no front wing. You stay alive in races like that, so there's the positivity. So, but well done. And good luck next week in Australia. Right. Second, Little Sparks. Do you have anything else to add to what Vettel did at describing that event or social gathering, whatever that was? Because I'm struggling.
Wait, what did you say?
What would you call that? Because it wasn't a race.
I don't even know what I'd call it. Yeah.
Well, first of all, to be happy with your. I believe again, this is your first podium of the season, so
Yeah.
it goes on record.
Mhm.
And take it from me. Take it, no matter how confusing or painful that this evening has been. Take it, because you never know when the next one comes along. When did you think? Did you think at any point you would be standing on the rostrum? I guess the last lap, maybe.
Standing in the what? Sorry.
On the podium. When did you think most definitely I'm going to get a podium?
Oh, Baku's always been like my good track. I remember my debut for RSF1 Division 3, Baku. I started from last on the grid and I won the race by 31 milliseconds. So I thought I could have a repeat maybe, but Easton had to take it away from me. So thank you for that. I'm joking, man. But yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah, I thought there was only 9 drivers, so I was like, I was gonna go for like a unique strategy, but the safety car just prevented that from happening. So I just done whatever like Jeff said, and yeah, got me the P2. I had wing damage like the last 10 laps, so maybe if I didn't have that, then could be standing in the top. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone had wing damage at some point
Yeah.
in that race. So I don't think you were the only one. Australia next. Again, like I said to Vettel, hopefully, I mean, I'd be very surprised if this is the same situation with low numbers and etc. And whatever else happened in this evening as well. But Australia, what are you thinking about that track as well?
No expectations, no disappointments. So yeah. Hopefully I get like some good points, but you know it is what it is. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, good luck for next week.
Yeah, thanks.
Right. Race winner, RSF1 Eastern. And I'm pretty sure, I think you'll be, hopefully agree with me. Obviously don't take any offense to this, I hope as well. I think you're amazed that those words have come out of my mouth as well. Race winner Eastern tonight, because, I mean, first of all, you start off in qualifying. I think you went out in Q1. Or was it Q2?
It was
Q1 or Q2?
I crashed in the pit lane.
Q2. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. On the way in.
Yeah.
Ow.
Stop it.
Ow.
It's not
So-
fair.
Right, so obviously you start at the back and so on, had to pick your way through, and then obviously the safety cars came out and so on. I don't know really where to start, really, in how the race victory came about, because it seemed you were in every single position possible. You did 5 stops. I guess actually the last stop was key, because obviously you went on the softs and just everything came through for you, basically. It all lined up into place, because first off, we got by Vettel, who was trying to stay out on no front wing. Don't do that again. Got by Little Sparks, who was on the mediums, and then the unfortunate Mansell crashing at turn 3, and then all of a sudden you had the win. I guess first of all, you've got to be very, very happy with that, because your championship is going to be very good.
To be fair, I'm surprised I didn't retire at the race. The amount of walls I hit, the lot of wings I went through, and the lot of penalties and front ones I went through is mental. I don't know if everyone forgot how to drive, because I think everybody was in the pits at least 3 tenths around the front wing. And yeah.
I guess the only other downside is that I don't know if you watched whatever that was tonight back, but Perdutes, your championship rival at this point, also had a very, very trying race, and I'm amazed he got round, ended up 4th. So yes, you gained on him, but you didn't gain as much as I guess it could have been.
I'm not.
Because it feels for me that this is a track he was going to struggle, regardless of high numbers or not.
I'm not bothered about the championship. I'm here for fun. It's obviously ideal because I want to go down to the final race for entertainment wise. He did have a bad race. I was in the party with him and Vettel and all that. And nothing went his way, I suppose.
Yeah, because obviously good for you as well. Obviously get some Williams going in the overall constructors as well for this week, which is always good. Australia next. Thoughts on that? Obviously another very difficult track. You've got the turn, I think it's 8 and 9, the left and right, which can claim a lot of people's races. So what's your thoughts going into there?
I'll find out on Sunday, I suppose.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, well done on your race victory tonight.
Thank you.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What on earth was that? As I mentioned to these guys here, though, it was better than what I thought it was going to be with 9 drivers there. But also, as I mentioned before, pretty sure the admins will be hard at work to get things sorted so the numbers aren't as low as this. This is just a glitch, like the safety car glitch. So we'll be back to normal in Australia. All the way over here is the next venue for these guys. Normally the opener, it'll be round 11 for next week. As for tomorrow and the rest of the week, tomorrow is, well, already we have 15 drivers signed up for tomorrow as it stands, so should be should be a little bit better. Also, we should have BF1 Racer and Tomo in the box, who are always entertaining, so positives. Tomorrow night, it'll be better. And we get safety car glitch again.
Yay!
Maybe we'll have it turned off. We'll get that sorted too. But yeah, F2 tomorrow, F5 on Tuesday, F3 on the Wednesday, F4 on the Thursday. I'll be back in the comms box on Thursday night for the F4. Make sure you join us for all of those at 8 o'clock. Until then, see you next time.